someone you love and care about is experiencing vision loss. For them, continuing to do things for themselves is super important. And as they explore and learn to do things in new ways, you're looking for the best way to give support. Well, you've come to the right place. My name is Douglas Walker, and I've been living with vision loss for quite a few years now. And I know that getting support from family and friends really does matter quite a bit. Now, I'm sure it comes as no surprise that giving encouragement is one of the most important things you can do, whether it's a small household chore or a much larger task they've accomplished. Be a cheerleader, their biggest fan for success, whether big or small, like anyone else. When they're successful, their confidence grows, and seemingly small wins can add up to a big boost. Make sure your loved one knows you want to be involved and to help when really needed. Then let them tell you what type and how much help they'd like. Don't just assume you know what they need. Then you'll need to learn when to step in and when to step back. Wait until you're asked for help. And if you do jump in and they refuse your help, take it in stride. Let them try on their own. And if you're having a hard time not helping, sometimes it's best to just leave the room. On the other hand, if you feel you're being asked for help too often, let them know you believe in them and encourage them to try things on their own. Set boundaries just like you would with other friends or family members. Have a huge helping of patience. It may take them a little longer or a lot longer to do things now, and it may be tempting to jump in and just do it yourself, but that isn't always helpful or appreciated. Allow the person with vision loss time to practice and use the new things they've learned. In other words, a little trust will go a long way. And when you're giving feedback, be honest. They would appreciate being told they've put on one blue sock and one black one. Yeah, they'd probably rather hear this from you. And that doesn't mean you can't be upbeat or lighthearted when sharing that news flash. Your attitude and tone of voice will make it much easier to hear. And if they make a sandwich for themselves, that's what's important, not that the bread isn't cut perfectly straight. It can be discouraging if they only hear what they're doing wrong. And hey, who doesn't make mistakes? So encourage them to keep trying and be sure to offer sincere praise when they accomplish something new. But say you have real concerns for their safety when they're doing a task. Don't be shy. Discuss this with them. You can also seek out resources to learn more about ways to do things with limited vision, or talk with a vision rehabilitation professional to understand how tasks can be done differently but still be done safely. Now, there are also some simple everyday things that can be done around the house to make it much easier to move around and find things. This could be anything from rearranging furniture to adding more lighting and using color contrast to make things easier for them to see. Have a talk and brainstorm about what works best for them. And you can check out our low vision series for tips on how to do all of this too. Safety is also something everyone in the home needs to keep in mind. So it's important to keep paths clear and close drawers, as well as closet and cupboard doors. Talk with your loved one about how they would like to organize things in the kitchen, bathroom, and throughout the home. Keeping things organized helps everyone find things easier and more quickly. Together, you can all decide on a place for things. And remember, it's best to put things back in their places. Now, if you do move or rearrange something, be sure to let them know. Check out our workshops on organization for more organization ideas. And when you need help, don't be afraid to ask. They can be a good listener or take on household chores. We all like to feel useful. Now, when you give directions, try to be as specific as you can. Say to the left of the refrigerator or straight ahead, instead of just pointing and saying over there. Learning how to safely guide someone while the two of you are walking outside can also be really handy. To learn more about traveling safely, check out our workshops on guided walking. And don't forget to include those with vision loss in family activities. Don't just assume that something may be too hard for them to do. Talk with them about how they would like to be involved and what changes could make it easier for them. And when you go out with friends and family, describing what's happening around you can also be very helpful. They may not be able to see what's going on or know why people might be laughing. And as always, if you need more information, check out our resources, or if you have your own tips to share, contact a Hadley Learning expert.